let's go. What are you going to say about it? I mean, it's the best thing to come out of Iowa since corn dogs.
All right, this is the Springfield Armory XDM 525. A solid option when people are looking for a Longslide service pistol to get into the action shooting sports or just for general range use. Always a popular choice. It's been very commercially successful and comes with a lot of accessories in the initial purchase. Comes with a few extra mags, holsters, mag pouches. It's quite an upgrade from the original XD. They changed the grip quite a bit and the ergonomics of it, and they also upgraded the trigger, which has made it pretty commercially successful. I kind of call it a noob's gun because I see a lot of newer shooters coming to the sport. They buy this one initially because it feels good in the hand. It has good balance. But I find that most people who stick with the sport for a long time generally end up shooting something else.
I like the sight picture. It's got a nice bright red fiber front sight, blacked out rear sight. I really like that kind of setup on a competition gun. And that's more so what I would look into for this gun. You know, a good gun for USPSA or, you know, IDPA or something like that. The trigger's nice and crisp, not gritty at all. You know, definitely like it a bit better than an MP trigger. So let's see how it shoots. So maybe marginally better than you like. Still got to get a little bit used to that sight picture, I suppose. But you know, not a whole lot of recoil. It comes back down really quickly. You know, so pretty good gun for taking out and plinking. You know, for me on paper, everything about this gun seems good. You know, it comes with good sights. It comes with a decent trigger. You know, it's got nice ergonomics to it, some nice texturing on it to keep it in your hand. I already mentioned the sights, but I really love that sight picture of the fiber front sight and the blacked out rear. It works great for me. I just don't know why I shot so poorly with it. You know, it's easy for me to say, okay, I think the CZ Shadow Custom that I normally shoot is a much better gun for, you know, production division shooter, but it costs twice as much as this gun. So I still have to say that I think this is a good starting pistol for USPSA or just taking out to the range and plinking and target shooting. But I just don't know what it is about it that I just don't shoot very well with it, so I have to give it a meh.
Okay, well, I'm a diehard Glock fan, and I thought I was going to be miserable with this gun, but I mean, and this is literally how it comes in the box, as we see right here.
Yep.
I mean, I shot the crap out of this thing. All right, so this is my shot up here with the XDM9. Clearly, this is Springfield's competition gun. I shoot the Glocks mostly, so try this guy out. The sights are awesome. Sight picture's fantastic. Reset's really long for me. All right, let's see how she goes. Wow, yeah, it's a real natural pointer for me. Really comfortable in the hand. The recoil is minimal. That's a solid shooting pistol. I'd run that. And I think for a new shooter, this is an incredible package for the money. The trigger's fantastic right out of the box. The sights are exactly what you want. Super comfortable. Comes with a bunch of toys and mags. Everything was easy to operate. I like the cut. I didn't want to like this, but I really did. I really like this gun a lot. I think it's fantastic.
You shot the crap out of it, and I shot it like crap. You know, I think we've all mentioned this. You know, if it was Thursday and you wanted to play an IDPA match tomorrow, this would be the gun you buy. I mean, this would be the package. Everything comes with it. You are ready to go. I mean, this will get you into the game faster than any other gun out there. And I agree with that entirely. But like you said, most people will eventually switch. You know, it's hard for me to put exactly what the limitation of the gun is. It does feel good. It feels good in the hand. You know, it's just something about the gun that is lacking. But I'm saying that as I can get into the game and start shooting and be okay for, $700, right? You know, if I get a Glock 34 I'm gonna have to put some work into it. I'm gonna have to tune that gun up. I want to be, by the time I get the mags and holster and everything, I'll be over $700. Same thing with the M&P. So for the price point, this is definitely a winning way to get into the game. Now, for the gun for other purposes, as a plinking gun, I think it's really good. For a home defense gun, I just wasn't crazy about it. There's several things I don't like about the gun. I really don't like ambidextrous mag releases on guns. I think it makes the magazine wobble a little bit, and so I'm just not crazy about that. So as a defensive gun, this wouldn't necessarily be my choice for a home defense gun. But boy, I tell you, if you're looking to get an IDPA, you don't want to spend over $1,000 for USPA, and you want to just start shooting, I think this is a real winner for that type of shooter.
I did actually start with an XD back in the day. It was one of the ones that I started with, and the criticisms I level at this gun are the ones I still had back then. There's still a little bit of vagueness in the trigger, and the height over bore is just a little taller than the guns it goes up against, namely the Glock 34 and the M&P Pro. But it is well executed as a gun, certainly reliable, and I still give it a meh, though, when it stacks up against this other competition.
Yeah, and something else I kind of wanted to add to kind of put my finger on the issue, why don't you see more experienced shooters stick with this gun instead of switching to something else, is that I don't think you can really get this trigger to the same level that you can, a 2-pound CZ custom trigger, or even a Glock trigger that's been really well done. Yeah. You can get the trigger pull weight and the reset on a good Glock trigger job, way lighter and shorter reset than this, and it's just really hard to do on the XDM platform without having issues. So, I give it a meh. It is a really good starting gun, but it's not a long-term one if you get serious about USPSA.
Yeah. All right, well, I'm going to revise my statement just a little bit. I mean, I really did love shooting this gun. I thought it was fantastic for what it is, but as I sit here and listen to my esteemed colleagues, there's not a lot of things you can do to this easily. I mean, it's the Glock, for example, is like infinitely adjustable and upgradable just because there's so many aftermarket parts. So while I do think it is an excellent first gun for somebody, you might be better served going a different route and maybe your first season not having the best trigger in the world, and then the next year upgrading or something like that. So I'm gonna give it a thumbs up, but it's pretty qualified. So
I'd say at the end of the day, almost any gun with a rear safety, I think, is generally better chambered than 45 too. I'm just not sure that I love, overall at the end of the day, that I really love the design. I love the idea, and again, I think for that first season shooter, I think it really is a brilliant choice to learn the game and stuff, but for me, I'm going to go, yeah.
Oh, yeah. A resounding yeah.
Yeah. So I think if the M's in XDM stands for mediocre, I think we're pretty much there.
I can hear all the butthurt XDM fans at home saying Powder River, and the Powder River trigger gets it close, but it's close.
Yeah.
It's not what the XDM
and it can still be a little finicky with that, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're at a
solid man. Sorry, Springfield.
M for man.
Yeah.
It's the XD man.
Cool logo.
It's a great logo.
Sorry, Croatia.